Alright guys, so I'm going to go ahead and title this vlog 3 Steps Forward, 2 Steps Back. And what I mean by that is when you're trying to increase your strength or get more physically active, you're going to hit a point where you're either going to hit a plateau or you're going to push yourself too hard and injure yourself. It's just bound to happen. And then you got to stop and step back a couple of steps. Now, if you continue to progress, you will progress past the point where you left off. And that's what's happened to me. Prior to Jonas hitting and me doing all that snow blowing over the course of 2 days, I had hit a lot of peaks. I had hit my 420 deadlift, and I had done a double 315 high bar squat. Literally that week, just before Jonas hit. Now, Jonas hits, and I really hit it hard with the snow blowing, about 10 to 11 hours on the first day, 9 to 10 hours on the second day. Blew through a ton of calories, basically abused myself, and I paid a big price for it. The tendonitis in my elbows was so bad I could barely move and grip anything in my arms. I mean, it felt like I just had meat hooks. I didn't have hands. I mean, it just, I could barely grip a pin. I had to call in sick on that Monday. So it was pretty bad. So my goal here was to reintroduce myself to the squat and to reintroduce myself to the deadlift. And I started that last cycle and wanted to work up to see how many reps at 215 I can do. So just warming up to 215 here. Again, keep in mind I have a 35-pound bar, not a 45-pound bar, so that would be 225. But since it's a 35-pound bar, it's 215. So wanted to see how many 215 reps I could knock out. Managed to hit, I believe it's 8 here, and my form is looking a lot better. That's one thing I've realized over the last year and a half of doing this is my form is getting a lot better. And just the more time you spend under the bar, the better you're going to get at this. There's no two ways around it. Very, very few people, unless you're very athletic and very cognizant of your body and space, are you going to be able to squat with perfect form on your first try. It's taken me a year and a half to get this point, and it's still not even that great. There's a little bit of bar path wandering when I hit the bottom, a little bit of forward and back wobble. But I managed to hit 215 for 8 here, and for a comeback, that's pretty decent. Now, this is my second warm-up set on deadlifts this past Friday, and I'll go ahead and drop the weights over the top of this, but mainly just seriously contemplating and working on my form and keeping that flat back. Trying to concentrate on keeping my chin down and not looking up as much as I used to. And again, just trying to reorient my body back to being able to lift weights. I took 3 weeks off after Jonas, and this is working my way up to, again, this is a deload. I kind of acclimated myself prior to this in the prior weeks, but this is my deload before I actually hit this hard and heavy moving forward. Now, speaking of 3 steps forward, 2 steps back, when I reintroduce myself, I'm going to literally be going back in my programming a little over, I want to say 5 months. So it really is stepping back quite a bit, but I think I'm going to be stronger for it in the long run and healthier for it in the long run. I was starting to miss my 5+ days. I was only hitting 4 reps. I was starting to miss my 3+ days. I was only hitting 2 reps. I'd never missed a 1-rep day. So, I was still gaining strength, but I was, not following the program to the T. So once I started missing those in cycle 15 and 16, going into 17, I knew it was time I was going to have to step back anyways. But then I turned around, fried my central nervous system with Jonas, and just pretty much had to step back. So here I am doing volume after doing those 305 reps. I was shooting for 5 reps. I managed to hit 6, so I was very happy with that. And then I take my belt off and go into just touch and go volume, 4 sets of 8, just trying to get some volume in at 32 rep totals. So this is just my first set, but let's go ahead and wrap this up. Just wanted to kind of touch base with you guys and let you know where I'm at with my training, and just know that I've had to step back quite a bit. I'm not going to hit my 500-pound deadlift this year, most likely because of this, so we'll see how this goes.